When you're hauling cross-country miles or crawling trails off the pavement, you don't want a dash cam that just looks good on paper. You need one built to keep up. Truckers and overlanders deal with harsher conditions than city drivers, be it endless vibration, long hours in the sun, dust, rain, and nights parked in sketchy spots and whatnot. The best dash cams for this crowd need to do more than just recording. They pack wide-angle 4K coverage front and rear, reliable GPS logging, heat-resistant builds, and parking modes that actually trigger when something happens around your rig. So, in today's video, we'll show you the 10 best dash cams built for truckers and overlanders. We'll put the updated price and purchase links down in the description. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. Now, truckers know better than anyone that visibility and clarity is a must, but what if you're strained into a budget? We'd say that's exactly where the Torvo TD3 earns its place. What you're getting here is 4K recording on the front and 1080p on the rear, which, honestly, is a pretty sweet deal considering how budget-friendly this one is. It even comes with a 3.2-inch IPS display and a 64GB memory card right out of the box, so you can just plug it in. The real highlight for long-haul drivers is the superior night vision with starlight sensors and WDR. It means when you're hauling through those lonely, dark highways, your footage is still crystal clear. Plus, the supercapacitor design handles summer cab heat way better than the cheap battery cams that tend to overcook. Of course, the rear camera isn't as sharp as the front, but the built-in GPS makes up for it, tracking speed and location data that can be a lifesaver for DOT compliance and insurance claims. Now, some of the other dash cams on our list pack tons of advanced features, but they usually come with a premium price tag. The Torvo TD3, on the other hand, basically gives you a fraction of those high-end perks. So, for truckers who need reliability, the TD3 is a solid starting point. If you usually deal with insurance claims or just want rock-solid proof of what really happened on the road, the 70My A810 is one to look at. This one runs on the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, which basically means it pulls off true 4K recording at 60 frames per second. So you get crystal clear footage that catches license plates even at highway speeds. Both front and rear cameras handle tough lighting conditions really well, thanks to HDR, whether you're blasting through desert sun or winding down a dark mountain pass. And here's something truckers love: the ADAS system. It actually gives you real-time alerts for lane departure, forward collisions, and even pedestrian warnings. That's not just handy, it can prevent accidents and even lower your insurance costs. Now, the built-in GPS also keeps your route neatly tracked, perfect for logbooks or delivery confirmations. Well, the rear camera doesn't process quite as cleanly as the front. Still, for drivers who want premium image quality plus safety features baked in, the A810 is an absolute workhorse. Now, here's one that goes beyond just recording: the Verizon dual-facing AI Dashcam. This one is built for serious fleets and owner-operators who want enterprise-level safety tech. The magic here is in the AI. It doesn't just capture video, it actually analyzes driving behavior in real time. If you're distracted, drowsy, or following too closely, it sends an in-cab alert so you can fix it before things go south. It records both the road and the driver, which makes it a powerhouse for fleet safety programs and DOT compliance. Managers love how it integrates with fleet systems, uploading events straight to the cloud, and even generating driver coaching reports automatically. The AI is sharp enough to detect over 100 risky behaviors, from cell phone use to fatigue, making it a game changer for reducing accidents and insurance costs. Now, not every driver loves the constant monitoring, and you do need strong cellular service for the cloud features to work properly. Plus, the subscription model adds an ongoing cost, something smaller operators need to think about. Still, for fleets that put safety and compliance first, this Verizon system is one of the smartest tools out there. If you're a long-haul trucker who just won't settle for anything less than top-tier video quality, the Viofo A329S might be the one. This beast records in 4K at 60 frames per second, giving you buttery smooth footage that doesn't miss a thing at high speeds. And it's packing dual Sony Starvis 2 sensors, IMX678 up front, and IMX675 in the rear, which means excellent performance even on those pitch-black night runs. But here's the kicker: Wi-Fi 6. That lets you pull 4K footage onto your phone in seconds instead of waiting around. For anyone dealing with insurance or roadside inspections, that's a huge time saver. The modular setup also lets you customize external waterproof cams, telephoto options, you name it. And truckers really appreciate the coaxial cable design that avoids messing with your truck's electronics, along with its rugged build that shrugs off vibration. On the flip side, those 4K files are hefty, so you'll need high-capacity cards, and the tech-heavy features can feel a bit overwhelming if you're not that into gadgets. It's not the cheapest either. But if you're chasing the absolute best in reliability and video evidence, the A329S is about as good as it gets. Moving on to is the Motiv AI Dashcam. Unlike the others, this isn't just a camera. It's a full-on fleet safety ecosystem. What makes it unique is how it blends AI with human review. Yep, Motiv actually has over 400 safety experts looking at footage alongside the AI to catch risky behavior that machines might miss. That combo makes its risk detection seriously accurate. This thing can identify over 100 behaviors: hard braking, speeding up too fast, drowsy driving, and even phone use. And the cool part is the automated coaching system. Drivers get feedback without managers having to step in constantly, which makes fleets run smoother. The hardware is also built tough for trucking conditions. Heat, cold, vibration, it handles it all. It even has a quick capture feature so drivers can instantly flag risky events. And there's a driver privacy mode that turns off the driver-facing cam when off-duty. Of course, it's subscription-based, so smaller fleets will need to weigh the ongoing costs. But for big operations that want fewer accidents, improved driver behavior, and full DOT compliance, the Motiv AI setup is incredibly hard to beat. If you're an overlander who values discretion without sacrificing power, the Vantrue E1 Pro is definitely worth a look. At first glance, it's just a tiny cube that almost disappears behind your rearview mirror. This thing records in true 4K at 30 frames per second with a wide 158-degree lens. That basically means you're capturing nearly double the detail of a standard 2K dash cam. One of the highlights here is the massive storage support, up to 1 terabyte. Yep. And for truckers pulling long shifts or doing cross-country hauls, that's a game changer. You can record hours and hours in 4K before it even loops over. There's also an optional LTE module that lets you pull up live footage remotely, get alerts on your phone, or automatically back up footage to the cloud when something critical happens. On the downside, yes, it does run hot during long use. Still, with its balance of stealthy looks, huge storage, and advanced cloud features, the E1 Pro is a strong pick for pro drivers who want power in a minimal setup. Now, if you're running a whole fleet of trucks or managing overlanders as part of a commercial operation, the Samsara CM34 is designed with you in mind. The big advantage here isn't just the dash cam itself, it's how quickly and seamlessly it works with Samsara's fleet management ecosystem. Installation is plug and play, which means you don't need professional wiring or long downtime. For fleet managers, that's a huge win when you're equipping dozens of vehicles. This camera is dual-facing, so you're getting both the road view and the driver's behavior in crisp 1080p. While it's not 4K, it's clear enough for incident reports and coaching sessions. Truckers also benefit from in-cab alerts, nudging them to correct risky driving right away, while AI-powered safety reports track patterns for long-term coaching. GPS tracking is built in too, so managers know exactly where every rig is at any moment. So, for companies that want a one-stop shop for safety, tracking, and compliance, the CM34 is about as streamlined and practical as it gets. For rideshare drivers who want full 360-degree coverage, the Vantrue N4 has you covered from every angle. This system uses 3 cameras at once: a 4K front camera, a 1440p interior camera, and a 1080p rear camera. Together, that's basically full-circle protection around your truck. For overlanders, it's a huge plus. The interior camera is particularly smart because it has infrared night vision. So, if you're parked overnight at a truck stop or resting in your cab, it still captures clear footage even in complete darkness. Truckers also love that it uses a supercapacitor instead of a battery, which means it won't overheat or swell up in the hot sun, a common issue with other dash cams. It also has a 24-hour parking mode with motion and collision detection, so if something happens while you're off the clock, you've got the footage. GPS data is built in too, logging speed and location for compliance or insurance. But you'll need to pull the SD card to access footage, since there's no Wi-Fi, and the constant interior recording could raise privacy concerns. Even so, if you're serious about total coverage and don't mind the extra data management, the N4 is a rock-solid pick for truckers who need to record everything happening around their rig. If you want the gold standard in dash cams for truckers and overlanders, the BlackVue DR900X-2CH is where premium performance shines. This setup pairs a 4K front camera with a full HD Starvis-equipped rear camera, giving you crystal-clear footage from both ends of your vehicle. We're talking detail sharp enough to read plates and signs, even at highway speeds, something cheaper cams struggle with. But the real magic is in its connectivity. Through BlackVue's over-the-cloud service, you can monitor your truck in real time, get instant alerts if something happens, and even share footage directly with fleet managers or insurers. For professional drivers, that kind of live visibility can save hours of hassle. The front lens also offers a super-wide 162-degree view, reducing blind spots and giving you extra context for any incident. Add in advanced parking mode with motion and impact detection, and your rig stays protected even when you're parked during breaks. The design is sleek and low profile, so it doesn't block your view, and the dual-band Wi-Fi makes transferring files to your phone quick and painless. Of course, all these features don't come cheap. It's pricier than most, and you'll also need subscriptions for cloud services. But for overlanders who want the absolute best in video quality and connectivity, the DR900X-2CH is a serious investment that pays off. Now, here's something that goes way beyond what most people think of as a dash cam. The Lytx Drivecam is really a full-on risk management system built for commercial trucking fleets. Instead of just recording the road, it uses advanced AI to spot over 100 different risk behaviors. And trained safety analysts actually review the footage and then provide coaching recommendations tailored to each driver. For fleets, that's a powerful tool for long-term safety improvement. It also integrates directly with DOT compliance requirements, tracking hours of service, generating CSA score reports, and keeping qualification monitoring all in one place. The dual wide-angle cameras cover both inside and outside the cab, and there's even an omnidirectional mic for audio context during incidents. Plus, the built-in driver ID badges make vehicle assignments easy too. But keep in mind, the video quality is more functional than high-end. Plus, the system requires training to use effectively, and the subscription fees are steep. Still, for large fleets prioritizing compliance and safety over just recording video, the Lytx Drivecam is in a league of its own. It's not just about documenting accidents, it's about preventing them in the first place. So that wraps up our video on the 10 best dash cams for truckers and overlanders. Let us know your favorite pick in the comment section, as we'd love to hear from you. And, as for everything else, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.